Forgot to put that in my title. Whoopsie. All right, we'll just have to tell everybody when they come in. Q&A, Q&A, Q&A today. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Today I'm going to be a more open book. So if you have had questions you've been dying to know, today's the day I'm going to answer all of those questions for you. I just want to fluff my hair up so big. I want to just rat it and go big old hair. Hi, thank you. Mondo, thank you, Mondo. Hi, Aurora. Hi, Zayed. Shout out to Cody. Hi, Cody. Thank you, Cody. Shout out to Ray. Let me turn this down a little bit. I'm having trouble seeing. Rayanne. Thank you, Rayanne. Yes, Q&A. We are doing Q&A today. Fire those questions at me. I'm going to be an open book. I'm going to answer things I wouldn't normally answer. Today's the day. Ask me the questions, anything you want to know. You saw me in Panda's Live? Yes, you did. Yes, I do hop around to other live streams to support streamers. And I try to be generous and kind to the other streamers just because I know how difficult it is. So I like to support the other streamers. I've been on Panda's stream a few times. And yeah, I've been on quite a few streams. I always love it when you guys see me there and say something. It gets me really excited. I am not married. I was married, and that was about, geez, almost 20 years ago. 19 years ago, you guys, I got divorced. 19 whole years. My daughter's 21, so that kind of gives you an idea where things were there. I saw you too. I saw you too. I saw you notice me, and I put hi Aurora back. So thank you. Thank you for saying hello to me. I'm 48. I'm 48 in some months. Yes, 48. Yep, 48. Keep those questions coming, you guys. I am ready to answer them all. Hi, Aiden. Good to see you. I have heard of a boy band named NSYNC, and actually when I was much younger, the boy band I used to listen to was New Kids on the Block. I loved me some New Kids on the Block, and I even tried to put pictures on my wall, but my mom was not having it. I think they were up there for a while, but then she was like, clean this stuff up, you know? And then after that, I had pictures of Anna Nicole Smith in her guest campaign, so I put all different kinds of pictures up. Do I know what K-pop is? Of course I know K-pop. Let's see. Is not Cat's Eye's not K-pop. I do know K-pop. People say all the time I look like Stray Kids. I look like, is it Stray Kids? Pink. It'll come to me because I don't listen to it, but I've heard of it, definitely. Anna Nicole Smith had a tough life. She was stunning, though, and this was before I knew much about her life. You know, this was before things kind of went. But I just knew that she had gone through some stuff at that point, and she made it to guest. So I thought it was a success story, and then it kind of took a turn. So she was stunning, stunning, stunning. Yes. Blackpink. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was close. I knew it was pink something. I did say Stray Kids, so I get a point and a half, I think. Am I dumb? Depends on the subject. There's things I'm ignorant on, like how to make a rocket ship get to Mars. I would call myself ignorant in that aspect, but there's many things that I'm very intelligent in. I have a wide range of knowledge, but yes, in some things I am dumb, if that's what you want to call it. Dumb, ignorant, lack the knowledge. I don't know everything, so there's always going to be something we're dumb at, you know? I don't prefer that word, but yes, this is an honest Q&A, and there's your answer. Am I wobbly? Yes, I'm wobbly. I have bad balance because of my brain condition, and I bump into things a lot. That's how I got my leg injury. El Cheapo! Hi, El Cheapo. Oswald, you're not late. You're just in time. Just in time. Do I like to cook? Some days I like to cook, some days I don't. But yes, I do love to cook when I'm in the mood. It's just some days I'm hurting, so I don't feel like getting in the kitchen. But if I wasn't hurting, I'm sure I would love to cook 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100 times, which is a big difference. Hi! Is it... I'm sorry, I can't see completely. Lisa. Hi, Lisa. I'm doing all right, you guys. This is a Q&A, so feel free to ask me any questions. I'm an open book today. I'm going to answer things I wouldn't normally answer within reason. Of course I season my food. I have an entire cabinet that's, you know, could fill up all your plates, your bowls, your everything, and it's all seasoning. I have a whole cupboard full of seasoning. I probably have at least over 100, because some of them are mixed, like an avocado seasoning and like fish ones that combine it, and then I have some of the seasonings by themselves individually. So of course I have seasonings. Do you want to see my seasonings? Let's go. And they're not all in the kitchen yet because we just moved. Let me show you what did make it in the house. Does she have seasonings? Oh, there they are. Am I right? Am I right? How many cc's of Botox? 15 milliliters. They're not cc's. They are milliliters. I have 15, which is one of the lowest doses you can have. I get it in my hairline right up here so that I can stop having migraines. I also had it in my neck, and they put a lot in my neck before, but I haven't done that in like a year because it didn't work. It works in my forehead, but it does not work in my neck. But I am going to have another doctor, a spine doctor, put some in my neck. So hopefully he puts like a whole bunch and it works. But it's only just 15 milliliters right here. Would I rather a zombie apocalypse break out on a pirate ship or a dozen of the worst and deadliest pirates attack you on Mount Everest? I would say the zombies on the pirate ship, because how are they going to swim to land? They're not going to catch me on no pirate ship. I at least have a chance. If I'm on Mount Everest, I'm going to be freezing, first of all, so I'm going to be very uncomfortable because I don't like cold. I'm going to have a hard time breathing, so I'm going to have a hard time running away from them. And yeah, I think I think I have a better chance on the pirate ship. Answer, yeah. What about you guys? Hi, Javier. Nice to have you here. My name's Brooke, and I'm doing a Q&A today, so ask me anything you want to know. Thank you. Shout out to Pawan. My biggest regret is the time that I wasted doing the things that I wanted to do and wanted to learn. I mean, I've made a lot of mistakes in life, and you would think that those are my biggest mistakes, but those taught me the most. But not getting started when I should have gotten started on things I wanted to do didn't really teach me anything. It just taught me that I should have started sooner. But like, when you make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes. It kind of shapes you more. But when you don't chase your dreams and you lose time's too precious. So I would say that, because I didn't get to live up to my potential all those years. So probably that. What 3 things do I like about my personality? And 3 things physically. Personality, I am resilient. Even if I procrastinate or even if I take some hits, I do strive to get better, like, and stronger. So I used to be paralyzed and I did not give up. I wasn't going to give up until I found a doctor that could help me. I went to lots of doctors that said there's nothing we can do, and I didn't take that for an answer. I'm kind and I'm a dreamer. So I love, dreaming about a better life, or that there's an answer to things down the road that there isn't an answer for now. I don't like to give up. So, yeah, those are the 3 about my personality. And about my physical self, I would say I love my eyes, my smile, despite that I have braces and crooked teeth. I do think I have a beautiful smile. And my hair. I love my hair. I would like to lighten it and brighten it some and get it the right tone, but I do love my hair. Can I email what? I don't know what that means. Can you rewrite that? Yes, because I have braces. So what do you expect? They're going to be metal. I'm too naive for this society. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. You don't know me well enough to say that. You just know the personality that shows up on camera. You don't know me, dude. That's like me judging like Chris Hemsworth and being able to say he's a real good guy. Like, I don't know him. I've seen his movies and I don't know him at all. Even though I try to be myself on here, it's still myself as a character, because there's things that I hold back. I try to always be positive. I mean, in real life, I have days where I'm not that positive. I have, before I film, sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to film. And then I get on here and I turn on the smile and I try to be professional. It's a job and a hobby, so you don't know me. You just know what you see. Are they real, the twins? Yes and no. Okay, here's the answer. I don't usually answer this every day. Most of this is mine. So I used to be very, 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 very skinny, but I still had a chest. And I had kids, and I wanted a stomach tuck, like a tummy tuck. And the doctor convinced me to do my chest instead. He said, just make your chest a little bit bigger, and no one will even care about your stomach. And I did that. I let him talk me into that when I didn't need it. I had a big chest already, and he just made it a little bit bigger. And then I gained weight. Thank you so much. Theo Fisher, thank you. Shout out to Theo Fisher. So, if I took out the implants, I would still have a huge chest. This is just mine with like the smallest implant. So there's the truth. I've answered it in a video before. I'm not afraid to answer it, but when I do answer it in the comment section, then people start going, ooh, let us see. Like, it just makes the comment section turn to inappropriate even more than it already is. So that's why I avoid answering it, not because I'm ashamed. Now, do I wish I wouldn't have ever put them in? Yes, because I didn't need it. I've put on 30 pounds since I got these. I was about 105 pounds at 5'7". I was very thin, and I still had a good sized chest on me. I went from like a C to a D. And now they've grown a lot more since then. I will not tell my size. First of all, I don't even know it because I've outgrown my bras. So I wear like sports bras now. There's your answer. I didn't say I gained it all in my chest, but pretty close, bro. Yeah, pretty close. Any other questions that don't have anything to do with my chest? I am being an open book today. Like I said, I don't usually answer those questions, so please don't make me regret it. Okay, let's move on to other subjects. Please. Thank you, Manuel. Shout out to Manuel. My biggest inspiration, probably my daughter. All my kids really, but my daughter. I was doing a lot of things and making a lot of mistakes a few years ago, and she was just a big supporter. She, encouraged me to be better, and she was the reason, like, when I found out I was pregnant with her, even without her knowing and being born yet, it got me off of stuff that I was doing at the time, and I never looked back. I never touched it again. So I've been clean for over 21 years, 22 years on May 8th. And yeah, so just even knowing she was existing and gonna be born and be in my life inspired me to be better. And then when I was drinking, same thing. She inspired me to get sober, and she's very encouraging, and she writes me cards about how well I'm doing and that I have my sparkle back and things like that. It's really nice. So when I say I was clean, I've been clean for 22 years, but after 7 years of being clean and sober, I started drinking again. Not the other stuff, but drinking. And I did that for 13 years. I drank for 13 years, and only some of those years were really heavy drinking. It was not great. I wasn't a mess the whole time, but it got out of hand. And so I got it together. I don't drink anymore. It's been 2 years and some months. And thank you, Richard. Shout out to Richard. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gift. Hi, Trinity. Thank you, Yaya. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ro. Thank you, Richard. Shout out to Richard. It is nice to have you back, Cody. Thank you. And thank you, Theo. Shout out to Theo. I love you too, Richard. Thank you. Thank you to Theo, 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 Theo. Whoop, whoop. When you guys put multiple like that, I do my little... It's my way of thanking you for each gift. Like, instead of saying, thank you, Theo, thank you, Theo, thank you, Theo, I just go, Theo, Theo. Thank you, Mutant. I appreciate it. Richard, 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 Richard. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Richard. My top teeth are not done because they are straight. The orthodontist is the professional, and he said they don't need them yet. Thank you, Jason. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Jason. So my top teeth are straight. So he said it doesn't need it yet. What he's going to do is straighten the bottom ones, and then when the top teeth, towards the end, when the bottom ones are straight, he's going to put them on the top to align the bite, just so that my bite is working together. I don't have a Twitter. You mean X? Is that X? I just started it. There's not even a single tweet on it. I don't remember the name. Yes, I signed up for it, and I've done nothing with it. I don't look at it. I don't post. I don't anything. Comment, whatever you call it. I don't tweet. I don't X. I don't do any of that yet, but I might. I have a hard enough time keeping up with all the other social medias, which is just Instagram and YouTube, really, but that's enough for me. Speaking of, let me show you my Instagram. I would love for you guys to join. We are getting closer to 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is nice because I really don't promote it. I maybe post a picture every few days. I'm trying to get to where I do it every day, but there are a lot of pictures and videos on there. And you'll see it has costumes, cosplay, regular makeup, fancier makeup, themed makeup. This is the 1920s look. This is a floral look, the Queen of Hearts. This is a pixel heart. And then we have Halloween pics. I did 13 Halloween looks. Cat in the Hat. No, Cat in the Hat. The Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat. And the Mad Hatter. This one was adorable. I love this one. We were celebrating 100,000 subscribers here. I even put together a whole tea party. It was amazing. Oh, my Instagram. Let me see if Cody's put it and I'll save it. There it is. I'm going to pin it at the bottom right now. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate you. Let's see what we're at right now. 777, 777. I live in Vegas. Those are lucky numbers. I don't mind losing them if they go up. So get those numbers up on the Instagram and say hello to me. I'll say hello back if I see your comment. Jessica Chastain. Interesting. Never heard that one. The Instagram is down below. It is pinned down below. Ooh, I'm getting hot. I need to turn on the fan. I'm in these sweats and I'm like talking and I'm getting hot. Give me a sec. Oy. She's got dumps like a truck. I love you too. Thank you, Billy. I'm clean and sober. Don't even do that. That's a good way to get kicked off my channel, is by insinuating I'm on something that gets my mind out of where it should be. My head is level-headed. Clean and sober. You were going to purchase a pizzeria? That's nice. Did you ever purchase one anywhere, or what'd you go on to do? My leg is actually feeling better. Thank you for asking. Yesterday it took a turn. I was able to stand on it for a long time and walk without my crutch or crutches or scooter. And yeah, I feel like there's hope. Feels a lot better. Thank you. I'm 48. I have always had the snaggle tooth, except when I had braces before. It was straight. Then I ran away and could not find my bottom retainer in time, but I needed to leave before my parents came back. I had a short window to run away, and I did. And then my bottom teeth went crooked. My top stayed straight because I had the top retainer and not the bottom one. Ooh. And so now I have braces again, and this time, because I have a home and I'm an adult, not 15 years old, I'm going to be able to keep my teeth straight. Thank you. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jason. I mean, you guys ask these questions like you think it's going to get me upset, but then I like tell you the facts, and I see some of you putting, damn. Maybe that's for another reason, but my teeth aren't bad. I don't have rotten teeth. They don't have cavities. They don't need root canals. They're just crooked. Crooked teeth aren't bad teeth. They're just crooked. Bad teeth is when you need them pulled, when they're rotting out of your head. My teeth are healthy. They don't put braces on rotten teeth, so I know what you mean, but they're not bad. My orthodontist said I have beautiful, healthy teeth, so they're just crooked. That's it. What do you mean, Brizzle? Like that you said bad teeth, I'm not taking it differently. I'm just clarifying what I think it means for me. Like, I don't think I have bad teeth. I also don't ever say that I had a bad day. I'll say I had a challenging day. Like, to me, I just look at it differently. I don't think I have bad teeth. I just think I have crooked teeth. And I'm not upset at you for saying that. We have a different opinion. But it does help me relate because not everybody has perfect teeth. I could talk about what I want to talk about, John. You probably talk about your car or a woman. That woman's going to decay eventually. But you talk about that. That car is going to rust and break down eventually. But you talk about that. I could talk about what I want to talk about. Get over yourself. You're not the boss of me. Plastic surgery where? Tell me. Do tell. For those who were here earlier, you guys know if and where I've had plastic surgery. But some people are just born with pretty eyes or a pretty smile, even though I have the crooked teeth. Not everybody's had plastic surgery. But I have had, where on my face? Where? I want plastic surgery on my face, but where on my face? If you tell me, I'll tell you if you get it right, but where? I didn't see your question. I can't answer every single question because I don't see them all. You just have to be patient and repeat it. If you would have just repeated it, I would have seen it right then and there. I am a grandma. No, my eyebrows are not fake. These are my eyebrows. I mean, I draw them on, but it's not plastic surgery. These are pencil. They're eyebrow pencil. I do like Billie Eilish and Sabrina Carpenter. I would say Billie Eilish. Sabrina Carpenter, she's cute. She's fun. But I do believe Billie Eilish is more my jam. Where do I want the plastic surgery? I want my neck tightened. I do my best to tighten it with creams. I've had one laser treatment on it. I was supposed to go back, but they told me they wanted a release from my doctor, and I never got around to it because I moved, I hurt my leg, blah, blah, blah. But yes, I want my neck tightened. And the only way they can do the neck is if they do the bottom half of the face. So it'll be the neck and the bottom half of the face. Hopefully it doesn't look like that, but like that instead of that. But I still feel beautiful even without it. I just do want it. You know, I want to be able to, once I get it, take care of that skin. And they're going to do one that isn't like, you know, cut and pull to where you don't look like you got caught in a windstorm. It's the kind that all the celebrities are getting right now. It's more expensive, but it lasts longer. You recover quicker and it looks more natural. You just look refreshed and a little tighter, but not like. Hello from Queens, New York. Hi, how are you? Thank you, Jaggernaut. Good to see you. Yes, I have had plastic surgery. I'm asking you where. Where have I had plastic surgery? Where? Tell me and I will admit it. I mean, I already did earlier, but tell me. Thank you. T, all those initials starts with T. Is it TJ? T, I can't read it. Ends with LL. I am so sorry. Trill? Is it Trill? My cheeks are natural. My cheeks are 100% natural. I have absolutely nothing in my cheeks. Nothing. Those books look natural? I assume you mean my boobs. Most of the boobs are natural. If I took the implants out, I would still have over a D-sized chest. That's why they look more natural, is because my chest has a lot of my own tissue in front of the implant. The implant is behind the muscle and the rest is mine. So I did not need to get them done. I got talked into it by a doctor when I wanted my stomach done. So yes, I have enhanced my chest, but like I would say 7/8 of it is mine. I did have my nose done, yeah. That's it. That's it that you guys can see. That's it. I had my nose and my chest done, yeah. I already had a chest, and I was very skinny. I've already said this before. I was very, very thin, and I had about a C-sized chest. And I put in an implant that took me to a D. I didn't need to do that. If I would have just gained weight, I would have been over a D naturally. And then I gained 30 pounds, and my chest went, psh. And I've tried losing it. I've lost the weight before. I went down to 125, and it still stayed Milo, 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 Milo. Shout out to Milo. I could do a 360 of my outfit. I hope I didn't have like a wedgie or anything. Okay. I know these sweats aren't very flattering, but that's okay. I am doing a Q&A right now, so I am doing things I wouldn't normally do, answering questions, honoring the questions, if you will, within reason. A 360 of my teeth? Yes. I have braces. Shout out to Milo, 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 Milo. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Milo. Hold on, I need my charger. My charger. Thank you. Thank you. Not to be gross, but they look amazing, feel amazing because it's mine in the front and the implant is behind the muscle. So everything I can is mine. So how was your experience during plastic surgery? Okay, so I couldn't breathe through my nose, which is why I originally had a nose job. And the doctor didn't know what he was doing, so it made my nose drop and the breathing was worse. Before, I could breathe through one side and not the other. After the plastic surgery, I couldn't breathe through either side. And over time, the breathing started getting worse and worse and worse. My nose was collapsing inside because he didn't do it right. So I had to go have another one to correct it. And that's when he lifted and took off the part that the other guy made hang. You know, it was like lower down here. And he made it a little more flattering to where you could see my face and not just the nose. Because the way he did it was... Anyways, I liked my original nose. I just couldn't breathe through it. And this doctor took liberty to do what he wanted because he didn't know what he was doing. And when I woke up, I regretted it. And even this time when I went to a great doctor, I woke up and I was like, what did I do to my face? I cut half of my nose off. Like, obviously it wasn't half of my nose, but that's how it feels. Plus, when you get it done, a good doctor should make it like go upright so that it doesn't drop. because it'll end up dropping into place. But they need to know how much to elevate the tip of the nose so that it drops right into place, not drops down here. But I regretted it after, and then I liked it. Once I got used to my face, because you have your own face for so long, and even though you look in the mirror and you go, oh, I wish this was a little different, or oh, you know, and you want to get the surgery, once you get it, you have this buyer's remorse, like, I don't recognize myself. But I think within 2 weeks, I was like, ooh, look at my nose, look at my nose. So yes, I have had plastic surgery. I just like to ask people when they're like, holy plastic surgery. I think, look at, you heard one guy say my cheeks were plastic surgery. They're not. If they were, I would tell you. They're not. Somebody else said your eyebrows. This is just my eyebrow placement. I have not had an eyebrow lift. I just have very large eyes, and my eyebrows sit higher because I just have a longer face. I have like super big forehead, super big eyes, you know, just a smaller mouth and smaller chin. It's just the way my face is. I have not had my cheeks done. I haven't had anything else on my face for plastic surgery under the knife. I have not done anything else under the knife. I have had something else done. If you guys want to know, I'll tell you. I did not get a BBL. I have a wide, juicy booty. It's not huge booty, but it's a perfect size for me. And it still sits where it's supposed to sit. So I have like wide hips. So of course my butt's going to match that. I feel like it's wide. I don't know. I will do a haul another day. Right now it's Q&A. We'll do a haul another day. You don't have to believe me. Go rewind the thing. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. This isn't OnlyFans. I'm doing a Q&A. I'm answering things I normally would not answer. So this is your chance to ask me things, but of course I'm not going to ruin my channel for you guys. Hi, Jay. How are you doing? Kinsey, you have asked me that. And I told you I don't need any mods right now, and I've thanked you for inquiring. I really appreciate you asking, but I have all the mods I need right now. And I even said once I open the TikTok, I might need mods there, or if my channel gets busier, then I would need mods, more mods here. I mean, I've ran all through this before. I am not on the market for a wealthy boyfriend, no. My birthday's in October. I have 3 adult children. Thank you, Cody. Hi, Ruben. I'm going to be honest and say I'm not sure. I do remember a Ruben. I mean, I remember a few Rubens, but I think I remember you. I would say 95%. But there are a few Rubens. I don't think I've ever looked at your last name before. I just look at Ruben and then respond. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you're the other Ruben or the you Rubens. I mean, I know you're the you Ruben, but do you know what I mean? Like, I know there's a Ruben, but now I need to focus on the last name so that next time you ask me, I can say yes. I know it starts with a C, so. My favorite job, I loved being a waitress. I loved bartending and cocktail serving, but I loved being a waitress in a diner. The morning shift was the best because people are positive in the morning, more positive. You would think, oh, people aren't morning people. But something about the fresh start of the new day, the coffee, the coming in, good morning, good morning. People don't walk in and say, good afternoon, good evening. They don't really do that. But they do in the morning. I mean, like, almost 100% of the people say good morning, good morning. But at night, you're not going to have people saying good evening and being in a chipper mood because the day has chipped away at them. So they're like, ugh. They just want to eat and go home, or eat and talk and be left alone because they have company. Like, you're interrupting their conversation. But in the morning, they don't feel that way. They're like, hey, so how are you doing? What are you doing later? It's way more fun. And the tables turn a lot more quicker, and it's just hustle and bustle of the morning. I love it. Shout out to Ron. Thank you, Ron. Nice. I like that information. At first I was like, in my anus? I hope not. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Super shout out to Ron. Super shout out. 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 Thank you, Ron. Everybody go to Ron's channel and subscribe. Hi, old meme. Natural beauty, I'll tell you this much. I am a natural beauty. However, I'm also not, in the sense that I have had things done. Like my hair is dyed. I have lashes on. I have makeup on. I've talked about the procedures that I've had. But I was prettier before the procedures. I was prettier before I was also pretty before I had my hair dyed. I was also pretty without my makeup. I'm also pretty before I had my nose job. It's just a different kind of pretty. So I agree with you, and I have to admit that I've had things done. I have makeup on, obviously. So this isn't natural, but I was still pretty when it was natural, and I'm still pretty without my makeup, in my opinion. And we should all feel that way. We should all love ourselves the way we are. And it's okay to want to change things, but we still have to love ourselves where we are at that moment. And then work on the things you want to work on, how you want to work on them. If you want to work out, if you don't, if you want to be fat, sassy, and happy, do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel great. Some people feel beautiful when they're happy on the inside. They don't care so much about the outside. They care that they get to eat the foods they like, vacation, eat what they want, where they want, try different restaurants. Like, if that's what makes them feel beautiful and happy, who am I to judge? Honestly. And I do what makes me feel beautiful and happy. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Fear? You should be a natural pretty person. I'm glad that you think so. School's a different story. But in a restaurant where you're giving people coffee and their first meal, and they're coming in at like 6 in the morning, they say good morning. I don't think at school they're ever going to say that. They're going to be like, another day, school, Like, because who really wants to go to school, including the teachers? Who really wants to do that? I mean, there's some people, but they're an anomaly. Unless you're going to college, that's a little different. Like, you get excited and stuff like that. Or your first day of school, but not everybody's loving it. It's something they have to do, but people don't have to go to a restaurant. So when they go in there, they're like, yeah, most of the people, almost everyone. My eyelashes are not natural. I'm either wearing the Adele's. I think these are the Adele's 421s. But I've been on here. The last time I was on here, I did not wear eyelashes. I just had my own lashes. Good. I'm glad you like school. Do you have a favorite subject? I have not always lived in Vegas. I used to live in California. Hi, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Javier. Shout out to Javier and Jesus. I hope you guys are liking the Q&A. I hope you're liking my honesty. I'm answering those questions I usually avoid answering because people get out of hand when I answer them. People are already out of hand asking things they shouldn't be asking. But when I even barely touch the subject, then they like, ooh, and it just gets amplified. So yeah, today is the only day I'm really going to answer these questions and be a little more, well, maybe not ever. I mean, I might answer them again, but for the most part, I shy away from the answering these questions just because of the reaction from people, not because I'm afraid to answer it, obviously. Oh, nice. Studying law. How many years do you have to go? Thank you, Javier. What do you need help with? Please don't spam. Am I a cow lady? Is that like a cowboy? I mean, maybe 0.5%. I would love to be a cow lady. I would love to. I mean, I love horses. I used to ride them. I rode horses up to the Hollywood sign with my daughter. My daughter and I are going to try to get our horse permits so that we can volunteer to work with the horses out here. And hopefully they hire her on so that she gets maybe a part-time, full-time job with the horses. That would be lovely. But even just her working with them is going to be rewarding for her and for me, of course. Thank you, Matilda. Shout out to Matilda. Okay. Well, good luck to you on your journey with law. I don't work in a restaurant anymore. I became disabled, and that's why I work at home. I have a couple different jobs from home. Shout out to hold on. Gmail Niagara. Gmail Niagara. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to you. Thank you, Dylan. Shout out to Dylan. A horse named Buster? That's nice. What color is Buster? Send a kiss? Thank you. Hold on, let me see how to pronounce your name. Alibe? Alibe? Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. Okay, so I have some genetic disabilities, and then I also ran into a box and injured my leg, but that's gonna go away. But I do have a bone deterioration disease, and then I have, so it's deteriorating arthritis. It's not osteoarthritis, but it's similar. They say I have lupus, but I have not seen the proof of that in genetic blood count markers or whatever. They have told me I have lupus off of my symptoms, but I've been misdiagnosed before, so until I see it in the blood markers, I'm not going to believe it. But you can get your blood taken, and you could be told it doesn't show lupus for many years, and then all of a sudden it shows up. Like, it could give you a false reading, and you can even be in a flare-up, and it'll still say you don't have lupus. But so 2 doctors have said I have lupus. But those aren't the reasons why I'm mostly disabled. So the disability that like holds me back the most is my tailbone. My tailbone is facing the wrong way by 60%. It has bone marrow edema in it. So patients with leukemia have bone marrow edema. So it feels like you have a broken bone. Like I'm sitting on a broken tailbone every day. That's kind of how it feels. It's a deep in the center of the bone pain. That's where your bone marrow is. And so because it's facing the wrong way, it pulls on the ligaments, it pulls on the tendons. It's just very uncomfortable. If it was facing 40% more the wrong way, it would be facing the sky instead of the ground. It's 60% the wrong way, so it's like definitely in the wrong position and is definitely not comfortable to sit on. So I usually sit on a yoga ball or like a donut pillow where the hole is in the back, not the center. And even if I go to a restaurant, I have to bring that cushion. It's kind of embarrassing because let's say I dress up and I go to a fancy restaurant, I have to ask for a booth and then I have my donut cushion. Like I'm all dressed up and I have a donut cushion. So I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but it's just like people look, like. And I even had this one couple, this guy said, "Oh, look at her. She thinks she's a princess. She brings her own pad to sit on." And I'm like, "I'm disabled." He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And it's like, just people keep your mouth shut. Like I can't, I'm too good to sit on your seats. You know what I mean? Like, look at this princess. And he said it to my face too, not even like a whisper to each other. Like, dude, mind your own business. Eat your pork chop. Right? Just leave me alone. Like, are you going to say that to somebody with a cane? Like, what if I didn't, but what if I just had a, like, hemorrhoid surgery or something? You're going to point out I'm sitting on a cushion? Like, just be quiet. And I think it's even worse that it's a disability because I'm stuck with that. You know what I mean? Like a surgery you're going to get better from. But it's something that, causes me pain every single day. Shout out to Travis. Thank you, Travis. You're Australian? Nice. Nice to meet you. I can't read the names very well. Hi, NWEK Nowicki. Thank you, Nathan. Shout out to Nathan. I'm 48. I'll be 50 in about a year and a half. You're Irish? Well, nice. You want to know one of the most difficult tongue twisters? Are you ready for it? If you want to hear it, put a 1. If you don't, I'll just skip over it. And then you guys can all practice it, and you can tell your friends, and you can laugh at them because nobody's able to say this. Okay, are you guys ready? Thank you, Matilda. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, everybody who put a 1. Okay, the most complicated tongue twister is Irish wristwatch. Try to say that 3 times fast at home. Irish wish, Irish which, I'm not pretending either. You try it, you'll see. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. It's so difficult. Go ahead and give it a try, everybody else. I've seen some of you have already tried it. I'm going to try it again. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. I can't do it. I can maybe do it once. I can't do it 3 times. And then another one is red leather, yellow leather. But I practiced that one so many times years ago that I can do that one. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. That was close, but I was saying wristwatch. So I definitely can get it. I could practice, but so far I haven't been able to get it. Thank you, Junior. Shout out to Junior. Shout out to Andre. Well, thank you, Johnny, for being a good sport. Ed Sheeran can't describe the shape of me. Okay. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Pretty close. A little wasn't very clear pronunciation, but pretty close. I cannot speak German. I can speak one word. Nein. That's all I know how to say no. And I've tried answering that before by saying nein, and people are like, can you speak German? But can you speak German? They don't know that I'm saying no. And maybe the Germans do, but. Thank you, Jaggernaut. Shout out to Jaggernaut. Nein means no. Nein. I probably don't have the right pronunciation or the inflection, but yes, nein. Thank you, Bernie. Shout out to Bernie. Hi, Matilda. My name is Brooke. Thank you, Little Water. Shout out to Little Water. Thank you, Simple Ed. I like to say that I'm a Grandma Barbie. They haven't made a Grandma Barbie yet, but if they did, I hope that I would be the Grandma Barbie. Big Brooke. Hi, FBA. Thank you, Cody. Hi, Web Matrix. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you. Shout out to Johnny. Hi from Texas, 1985. What's the rest of it? 1985. C. Guajardo? Guajardo? Did I get it? Put a 1 if I got it. Thank you, Nathan. Shout out to Nathan. Not all of them are here today. Cody is on watch today. Some of the other mods are busy. Thank you. Wait, why did I say S? Because the 5 looks like an S. C. Guajardo. Guajardo. I'm trying to like pronounce the G, but also make it an H sounding. Guajardo. Like gua. I hope. Thank you. Thank you, Ollie. Shout out to Ollie. Okay, we'll see you later. The Chindian? Chindian. Is that a Chinese Indian? Please don't hate me for saying that. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm so sorry. I don't know what a Chindian is. Or is it an Indian with I'm so sorry. I'm not making fun of you. I promise I'm not. I'm making fun of myself for not knowing and trying to guess. I'm just trying to be funny, not at you. I hope you understand that. You would like to buy my socks? All right, I'll get on that. Only boring people ever feel bored, and I would think that you know how to do this, right? Do I need to teach you? Okay, watch. You start at the bottom of the screen, put your finger there, and go like this. You're welcome. Hi, Joshua. Shout out to Joshua. Okay, this is still a Q&A, you guys. If you have any questions, fire away. Today's the day to get your questions answered. Good morning to you. I'm doing all right. My leg is starting to improve. Hello there, Bryce. Thank you, Handsome Haggins. Shout out to you, Handsome Haggins. I am not, well, why was I going to say I'm not single? I was going to say I'm not dating. I'm not looking. So, I'm single, not looking to mingle. I'm not dating, but my brain went, I'm not single. Okay, brain. Can I shake it? Of course I can shake it. Can I and will I are two different things. I am, on a scale for being ticklish, I am probably a 3. Okie dokie, we'll see you later. Bye, Ollie. Thank you, Ned. Shout out to Ned. Hi, Marley. Shake my hair. Well, thank you, but my bottom tooth is gonna change because I have braces on. No, I do not own a Glock. I am not allowed to, and I've never had one anyways, but I am a felon. Middle name felony. Just kidding. Brook felony. Babbling. I am not British. Just because I have crooked teeth. There are people in America with crooked teeth. You should be able to tell by my accent that I'm not British. Hi, Brandon. How are you doing? We're doing a Q&A right now. Life is good. I hope you're enjoying it, enjoying your day. Hope you had some positive moments in the day and made some progress. You can ask me whatever you want, Joshua. Just be patient with me. Like, I'm scrolling back and I don't even see a question from you. It must have been a while ago. I see something that says, can't get past that you asked it 5 times. You can ask it again. Just be patient. I'm doing my best. I have makeup on. I'm going to be doing my makeup on screen tomorrow. On stream. Screen stream. We're going to be doing... It's fast now. It was something first. Just put it again. I would have seen it if you would have put it again because I saw you saying you'll ask later. I saw you putting the other one. I saw you putting that. If you just put it again, I know you put it 5 times, but I do need you guys to be patient with me because while I'm talking, I don't look at the screen. So I'm going to miss even the mods. I'm going to miss the members because if I read the screen while I'm talking, then I start saying the words that are on the screen. So while I'm talking to you guys, I might like look like this and I'm looking at my eyes so that I'm looking at the screen, but I don't look at the chat. Okay, well, I'll be watching for it. Just know that when I'm talking, I'm not looking at the chat. Shout out to Junior. So what you can do is you can put it in the chat bar, and when you see that I'm coming to the end of my conversation or the thing that I'm answering, then push send. And it'll come up at that point. Thank you, Joshua. I'm 48. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Rick? You guys, by the way, when I'm answering like very short comments, like 48, like how old are you, 48, and they're like really quick to answer, I can answer a lot of them. But if I get into like a subject and I start going into that, then it might take me 3 minutes to answer a question. So for 3 minutes, I won't be able to see the comments. You know what I mean? So it just depends on if I elaborate or if I'm just saying 48, California, Vegas, blah, 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 blah. 3 kids, you know. It's 3 o'clock where I live. Hi, Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Please ignore those that are putting negative comments because I didn't see that comment, but I saw you put it. And so did a lot of people. So please don't repeat people's negative comments. Just don't. It just doubles up the negativity. Just focus on putting something positive for me so that I see more positive comments. I would really appreciate it. Do I have any jokes? I do have a joke. Are you ready for it? Okay, there are 2 older gentlemen. They are widows. They are meeting every day at the same park on the same bench. Please don't ask me any disrespectful comments. I'm not going to be touching my chest. Okay. Two older gentlemen. They are widows. They sit at the same bench every day, every morning. One of them one day looks at the other and says, you know, I think I'm going to get me a woman. The other one goes, a woman? Well, what kind of woman are you thinking about getting? And the first guy goes, well, she's got to be pretty. She's got to be smart. And she's got to have... And the second guy goes, well, I'm confused. I understand why you want her to be pretty. I understand why you want her to be smart. But why in the heck would you want her to have arthritis? That's a joke. Hope you like it. I do not drink coffee. Ralph, I drink green tea. The makeup stream tomorrow, I don't know what time yet. Probably between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's a cheesy joke. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people don't see it coming. They think you're trying to be polite by not saying the word. So they'll even fill it in for you. They go, boobs, and then at the end, they don't expect it. Because they're thinking you're trying to be polite by not saying the word. So when you finally say arthritis, they're like, ugh. They don't like that they got tricked. They're like, that's dumb, But, learn to laugh a little, even if it's just a little. Even that counts. That little. It doesn't have to be like, just a little. It's still something uplifting if you let it be. Would I date a 43-year-old man if we were the right fit? If we were the right fit at the right time. I eat salads all the time. This morning I had a hard-boiled egg, chia seeds with pecan milk and raspberries and blackberries, carrot juice, and tea. And I haven't had anything else yet. Oh, I take that back. I had a sugar-free yogurt. Thank you, Gilda. Thank you. Percy Jackson. Sounds familiar. Can't place it right now. Blue. My eyes are blue with gray in the center. You can't see the gray because of the ring light. It looks like I have like ring light eyeballs in the center. But they are gray. Maybe if I turn to the side. Can you see the gray? I don't know. Thank you, that Nirvana person. Shout out to you, that Nirvana person. Nice to have you here. Thank you, Painful. Shout out to Painful. Hi, Carter. Hi, Sports and anything. Just so you know, some of you are like, how come she didn't shout me out and she's shouting these other people out? I shout out positive comments. So hi, something like hi, yeah, it's positive basically, and I'm not saying don't say hi. I love when you guys say hi. I love it. But I'm letting you know that I shout out positive comments like, I hope everybody has a great day. I love your hair. And please don't compliment me just to get a shout out unless you mean it. I'm not fishing for compliments. I'm fishing for positivity. So you can say something nice to the group. You can say something nice to the mods. But that's why I'm picking and choosing certain people to shout out. If you want to shout out, just put something positive that you mean. And if I see it, I will shout you out. My day's going well. What about yours, Carter? My workout routine when I'm not injured or in a flare-up is I go walk at the gym. Well, first I like to stretch, walk, some yoga, gentle yoga, light arm weights because I have a neck condition. So anything heavy can really damage my neck and my brain. Part of my cerebellum is out of the skull. Thank you, Joshua. Shout out to Joshua. Super shout out. 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 Thank you, Joshua. Shout out. Super shout out to Joshua. All right, you guys. Yes, I do love myself. I do. Thank you. And shout out to, let me see who said that. Shout out to Joanna. Thank you. Great advice. Very positive message. How long have I been doing YouTube? A year. A year. And we got to 133,000 subscribers in a year. I do a little thank you dance, a little celebration dance every time someone does a super chat. It's my super shout out dance. I do a regular shout out for the gifts, unless it's a large gift or sometimes somebody's put a lot of them, then I'll do a super shout out little dance. Sometimes when I finish a look, like I do my makeup on screen, and after I put everything together, I might do a little celebration dance for the look. But yeah, I don't just dance anymore. I mean, I used to also dance every time we got 50 or 100 likes. But now I do it for the super chats as my way of saying thank you, because thank you doesn't feel like enough. Just saying thank you for your money. Like that doesn't feel like enough for me. I know you can mean it from the bottom of your heart, but it still doesn't come out like it's thank you just to me. I feel like I want to do something special for those who are going the extra mile. And that's also why I shout out people who put positive comments, because positive comments are worth more than money. Positivity is priceless. So I shout you guys out as well. I already did a 360. You're going to have to watch the rest of the stream, the beginning of the stream. My teeth aren't black. They are braces. I'm a piranha. Why would I have perfectly healthy teeth on top and not the bottom? Why would my teeth be healthy on top and then all of them be rotten on the bottom? Do you think I only brush the top? Like, very clearly, if my teeth are healthy on top, my teeth are healthy on the bottom. Favorite movies are Troy, Rocky, Gladiator, The Last Samurai. Movies like that. Movies with fight scenes in them, like Wolverine, where Wolverine fights with his brother on the top of that dome-like thing. Not dome, it's like open. What even was that? That tall building, that circular tall building, and then the guy goes, Ryan Reynolds goes all the way down, like, and his eyes are like going shh and destroying that building. I love fight scenes that are well choreographed. I love when men or women are facing adversity and they have a lot of fight in their heart, in their character, and they fight through to the other side where they have the victory. So things like that. That's why I like The Last Samurai, because he starts out as a man with challenges and really not living to his potential. What made me start streaming? Okay, 1 second. And then like Gladiator's the same type of thing. He's in that arena. He's locked in and he fights his way out because he doesn't give up, and he uses intelligence as well. What made me start streaming is I spent a lot of time in my house, in my room, and I knew I needed a job that answered a lot of things for me, like was a hobby, something fun that I would want to continue to do, something that allowed me to connect with people from my bedroom. Um, Something that allowed me to enjoy all of the things that I love. So I love health, I love nutrition, I love promoting positivity, I love doing cosplay, I love theater, I love hair, I love all these different things. And instead of going in one direction, like I can't do hair because I can't keep a schedule and it's just too difficult on my neck and my back, but I can do it here on myself. I couldn't do it for hundreds of people as a job. But this allows me to teach people how I do my hair, so that instead of me doing hair on hundreds of people, I am showing hundreds of thousands of people how to do their own hair by doing mine. Or because I love acting, I probably could not keep a schedule of going to a set, but I can do little skits on here or little short videos. So it meets all my needs. Like all my needs for like a job and a hobby combined. You like when I'm sleeping? Thank you. I haven't been doing the sleep streams. I might put them on another channel because I know there's people that still enjoy it. But I'm trying to get away from that on this channel. I want to go in a more professional direction on this channel. I would start on another channel doing more professional, but this channel already has the numbers and I put a lot into it and I love this channel. So I think what I want to do is just take the sleep stream and put it on another channel for the people that enjoy it, and then move this channel in the way that I want. Because I do still love the makeup. I still love the cosplay. I like all the shorts that I've done, or most of them. So I don't want to totally start all over. Yeah, it's a Jobby. Yeah, I call it a Jobby. I'm 5'7". My mod already answered that I have braces on my bottom teeth. There's nothing wrong with my teeth. They're just crooked. Shout out to Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. Super shout out. 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 Thank you, Joshua. Sometimes I try to make that like not go too wild. Cause I can make it go pretty wild, right? Like, but I just want to like keep it like kind of neutral and just dance a little bit. But I put a little shimmy in there, just a little shimmy. Thank you, Joshua. Super shout out, super shout out, super shout out. Super duper facts. Shout out to Brain Spots? Shout out to Brain Spots. I was gonna go whoop whoop, but thank you so much. Shout out to you, Brain Spots. I have dyslexia, so I was like, please make sure that says Brain and not Brian, because I don't want to call somebody whose name is Brian Brain. I bet my head saw it right that time. Thank you, Zorro. Oh geez. Nope, I am not gonna fart. If you want to hear me fart, you're gonna have to catch the sleep stream on the new channel once I start it again. Or you could go to any one of my sleep streams that are already posted on this channel. Go check them out. I'm sure you're gonna hear it. I heard that I do a lot in my sleep. Sometimes it's a couple times, and one time somebody said 14. They counted. They probably were kidding, but they said, you passed gas 14 times last night. And I was like, you counted? You stayed up and counted? Like for hours? Okay. Thank you. Is it Audio Boy? Audio Boy? Thank you. Super shout out. 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 Thank you. Audio Boy. It doesn't have the U, so I'm guessing. Thank you. Shout out to Double Down Clown. Thank you. Shout out to Gino. I do. I have dyslexia. I have a bunch of things, but yeah. And by a bunch of things, I mean arthritis. But like deteriorating arthritis. So it definitely affects me. Part of my brain is out of the skull, the cerebellum, which affects my ability to breathe, my ability to have like my heartbeat normally. So like if I injure my neck, it could mess up my breathing. It could make me paralyzed just from like sleeping the wrong way. I could have like paralysis that comes and goes. I could have intermittent paralysis. I could have paralysis on one side. I could have just numbness. I could have neuropathy. I could have bad balance. It affects my ability to swallow food. So it just depends on if my neck is healthy or inflamed, or I drove too much and was looking over my shoulder and stuff like that, which I don't always. I use my mirrors, but I don't rely on the mirrors. I also want to look over my shoulder and make sure in my blind spot. So that affects my neck. Like if I look down too long or if I look up too long, like I'm at a nail salon and all I do is look like this much. I'm not like putting it all the way back, but just like that little bit for an hour. I don't even notice it. I'm trying to watch with my eyes, but my neck has tilted back just a little. If it stays like that for an hour, I'll have a migraine for a week. Just from that. If I go to a birthday party and someone calls my name and I turn around, or I'm like looking at people like this for a couple hours, like I did that before, and that the migraines lasted so long. So I have to turn my whole body. Yes? Yeah, yeah, you were saying? I can't just go. I did a short recently, and oh my gosh, I did that short, like, it started with the wine, and I tried turning my whole body. It started with the wine. We were shopping for a bottle to bring to her cousin's soiree, or whatever it is. My cousin's soiree. I can't do jumping jacks. I have injured my leg. Hence the crutches. But I can do these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Zorro. Super shout out. Super shout out. Super shout out. Super shout out. Thank you so much. That super shout out was shorter because you made me do jumping jacks. Some things are indestructible. Just kidding. You're the tallest person in the solar system? Interesting flex. Interesting flex, my man. I'm doing all right. How are you doing, twin? Thank you, Fernando. Shout out to Fernando. Hi, Coach. Hi, Cat's Eye. My next live is tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow doing a butterfly and flower look. Here's some of the flowers. I don't know which colors I'm going to use yet. And the butterflies are bigger. They're 3D butterflies. But I'm going to be putting flowers all over. These ones are super tiny flowers, but I have some that are a little bigger. I bought 2 of these. So there's some that are real tiny. They almost look like rhinestones. And some that are larger. And then they're like 3D flowers. And then the butterflies. So it's going to be a flower and butterfly look tomorrow with a platinum wig. So if you guys are interested in watching, it'll be between 12 and 1 p.m. tomorrow Pacific Standard Time that I start. I can't wait. I can't wait, Cody. You guys want to vote for the color? I'm going to do a few colors, but here you guys can let me know 2 of the ones you want to most see. There's this blue color. Here, let me open it. Thank you, Faust. Here are the colors. We have some light pink, white, this darker blue. It's not dark, but it's darker than this. So you can call it dark blue, and I'll know what you mean. We have this light blue. We have this beautiful green. I love this peach color. I think the peach is really nice. And then lime green, and these are rhinestones. Pink, blue, and white. That sounds nice. Orange, light pink, and white. I like that. Green and peach. I love that. I love this green, and I love that peach. I mean, I love all the colors, but yeah, I love how this goes with that. I do. Then I'll have to look for what butterflies I have as well and see what I'm going to use. Ow! My nail just scratched the plastic, and it sounded like nails on chalkboards. Now, I said ow. It did not hurt me, but like, ooh. Out of my brain. My name is Brooke. You guys can keep telling me what you want if you want, but get braces whenever you want as long as your teeth are intact. I had braces when I was younger, but my bottom teeth went crooked because I did not have my bottom retainer with me when I left the house, and could not get it, so my top teeth stayed straight since I had my top retainer, and the bottom teeth went back to crooked. The braces had just come off, and then I lost the retainer or didn't have it with me. So there's nothing wrong with fixing what you want to fix, even if you're 85 and they tell you you have 3 months to live. If you want to fix something, fix it. If you want to go out with straight teeth, go out with straight teeth. If all you want in life is one good picture with straight teeth, you know, or have one FaceTime with straight teeth, do it. Who cares? Whatever makes you happy. And don't listen to Joe Schmo. And sorry to all the Joes out there, but I'm just using any name. Don't listen to somebody that's telling you you can't do what you want to do, regardless how old you are, regardless if you are 65. I'm not, but what a nice way to double insult somebody. Tell them they're older than they are and that they can't do what makes them happy. Who are you? The happy police? The age police? Get lost. or get a better attitude, really, seriously. Don't take that out on other people. You can stay here and be miserable to me and mean to me because I don't want you doing it to other people. So stay here and give it to me all you want. I don't care. I would rather you do it to me than other people. Not everybody's as strong as I am. Well, that's all right, as long as your teeth are healthy. Who cares what, you know, if they're super, super white. Whitening your teeth can be bad for your teeth. There's ways to do it in a healthier way, but would you rather have healthy teeth or white teeth? Because at some point, whitening your teeth is going to wear away the enamel, and then what? Then they fall out sooner? I don't know what happens, but I'd rather keep my teeth longer. Hi, Pierce. Thank you, little miss Danny. Thank you. Shout out to you. What's the one thing I enjoy most in this world? The thing that I look forward to more than anything else? Days where I feel well. I mean, I could save my kids and stuff like that, but obviously they register very highly. But having good health allows me to be a better mom, a better person, enjoy my kids more. So when I feel good, like there's a lot of people that take that for granted because they wake up feeling okay every day. So those people would say, my kids, you know what I mean? Because they don't live with pain, severe pain every single day. So when I wake up and I feel okay, that's my favorite thing. And then it like I said, it allows me to enjoy my kids more, be a better mom, be more present, be able to spend time with them outside of my room, you know. So I would say that. Shout out to, I can't read it. Oops, wrong direction. Shout out to Manzif. Shout out to you. Shout out to Joshua again. How you doing, Manzif? Thank you, little Miss Danny. Shout out to you. Hi, Alex. My favorite food, fajitas. I love fajitas because you can make a burrito, a little taco. One can have all guacamole, the other can have all sour cream, or you can have it with both. You can leave out the pico, you could put in the pico, you could eat some of it just the way it is, like just the chicken plain. You can make it what you want to make it. It's so versatile, and it's the healthiest Mexican food item as far as I'm concerned, because you can leave off the tortillas, you can make them corn, you can make them flour, and you can leave off the beans, you can do double rice, you can do whatever you want with the fajitas. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Lies. And of course, salsa. I love salsa, so salsa goes so well with fajitas. Of course. My leg is doing better. Thank you for asking, little miss. I really appreciate that. It is finally improving. I actually have my leg down on the ground, which before I had to have it up on the bed because just having it facing down used to have too much pressure on it. It's better. Now I am gonna put my leg up because I don't want to overdo it. I shouldn't overdo it. Yesterday I was standing on it without my crutches. I was on my leg for hours and it was doing okay. And then after a while, of course, it reached its limit. I couldn't feel my foot anymore, but that's the best day I've had in a long time with my leg. Thank you, Eddie. Hi, MBT. Welcome to the Awake stream. Well, yeah, I had a handyman that was here and I was waiting for a couch to be delivered. So I had to be on my foot yesterday, but the fact that I didn't have to use my scooter, I didn't have to use the crutches, and I wasn't limping, I wasn't in agony. I just noticed it started hurting, so I got off of it. I told the handyman I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to lay down, and he said, okay, no problem. And then he just did his thing, but I was trying to be like a host, even though it's not a guest. But when someone's in your house, you like have to go around, show them what you want, and help them if they need help. Thank you so much, Lisa. Wait, Lies. Sorry, Lies. I saw Lisa. Thank you, Devin. The handyman put up curtain rods. So here's one of them. He mounted a TV. He put up an artwork. He tried to balance the refrigerator because the door was swinging too wide open, too hard, too fast. Like it was going pew, all the stuff that you put in the door makes it heavier. And so he balanced that. And put on a new shower head, a filtered shower head, so that like it takes out the hard water out of, so that your hair is softer, your skin is better. What else did he do? I think that's it. Like 4 curtain rods, the shower head, a couple other things. But it went well. I did. I ran right into a box. The corner. And the box was heavy. The box did not budge when I hit it. And then I had a plant in my hand. I almost fell down because I hit it so hard. And like, you know, like when you're walking fast, I just turned around and went to walk full speed. You know, like, shoo, and I turned around and went right into the corner of the box. And it gave me a bad hematoma. Then I got cellulitis on it. And the infection made everything twice as painful, maybe 3 times. I don't know. I don't have a register on my leg, but it was way more painful. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you, Cloudlands. Shout out to you. I don't allow people to call other people in the chat names. I'm going to give you a 24-hour timeout. When you come back, I don't want to see it again, or you will get a permanent removal. I know you think you're doing me a favor by calling people in the chat pathetic, but you're not. I don't appreciate that. Leave people alone. Shout out to Grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa. Super shout out. 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 Super shout out, super shout out, super shout out, super shout out. Woo. Thank you, Grandpa. Appreciate it. Hi, Monzer. No, I'm not going to tie my hair in a ponytail. I will show you what it looks like. There you go. I don't normally do that and answer all requests, or like most requests on streams, because who wants to mess up their hair? You know, but this is a Q&A. I'm trying to be a little more flexible with the things I answer, things I do within reason. Within reason. I'm not going to lose my channel for anyone. It's a Q&A. Norman, it's a Q&A so that people who watch the channel or who just coming on for the first time get to know me better. There's a lot of people that ask a lot of questions that I don't answer. Today I'm answering almost all of the questions, like I said, within reason. So it's just to get to know each other better. Give what a moment. What did I miss? Did I forget something? Sometimes we'll talk about things, and then because I talked about something else, I already forgot. My type in a partner is a good communicator. I don't have a type. I've dated all different types. Small, tall, white, brown, in the middle. It's all different. I'm attracted to nice people. Thank you. Is it Tyone? Tyone? Super shout out. 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 Super. I can't talk right now. Super shout out, everyone, to Tyone. Thank you, Tyone. Shout out to you, or shout out. Super shout out to you. I'm so sorry. You gotta laugh at yourself when you make mistakes. That makes life more fun anyways. 2 super shout out, 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 super shout out. If I say it too fast, it's like a tongue twister for me. Super shout out. Thank you, Righteous. Appreciate it. You're welcome. I won't be doing it any other times because it messed up my hair. Definitely messed up my hair. I'm going to have to recurl it. Thank you. Is it Duda? Duda Jim? Thank you. Oh, I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to go curl it right now, but I'm just saying. I don't... Once I've done my hair, I don't necessarily want to mess it up. I like it to stay the way it is, you know? I'm not worried, but thank you. Thank you, Bori. Let's check the subscriber count. Let's give it a check. I've been sitting on my tailbone for quite a while. I won't be able to hang much longer. All right. We're doing all right. We've had almost 200 subscribers. I didn't see where we were when we started, but I have an idea where we were. What are you sorry for? No need to be sorry. I got these eyes from my dad. I got the shape more from my mom. Well, I take that back. I take that back. I'm told I have my dad's eyes, but I never saw him in mascara and eyeshadow, so. Why am I staring so much? I'm reading the comments, and I'm trying to look at you guys because if I'm going like this, I think it's rude. I'm trying to look at you guys more or less so you guys can see me talking to you. I don't think it's like polite for me to go like this. It looks like I don't care to engage with you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cruz. Thank you, Joshua. You can close your eyes. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at everyone else, okay? Hey, yo. Hi, Mr. G-Rod. I already did a 360. 1, 2, 3. You can ask a question. Just keep it polite if you want me to answer it. Thank you, Dev. Shout out to Dab. Is it Dab? Thank you, Thomas. Shout out to Thomas. Shout out to Mr. Nobody. I'm going to call you Mr. Somebody, okay? I don't like to call people a nobody. I'm going to call you Mr. Somebody. Bye, Mr. Somebody. You're welcome. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your comments. It does not look like a J. Is it El Jefe? Hi. Charles Johnson Jr. Hi. From Lockhart, Texas. Chihuahua. 7:58 where you're at? Or is it 7:40? Your clock might be fast. No, I can't do makeup right now like a minion. My makeup's already done. It would take so much effort to wash off my face, put back on my skincare, and do the makeup again. This is just a Q&A. I will be doing flowers and butterflies tomorrow, so I'll be doing Face Art Friday tomorrow on stream. Hi, Glitchrot. How are you doing? Remixes, nice. Anybody who's interested, go check them out. Hello, boxing of Anna's MOB. Is that right? I am single. Kingston. Brooke. Hi, Kingston. Hello to you from Miami. Goliker? Go Lakers this week. I apologize. Sometimes I think somebody got a creative name from birth. Goliker Smith. I mean, I apologize. I just have to figure it out sometimes. I'm trying to find the first name or a word that makes sense, and I don't know when to start, when to stop sometimes until it makes sense. So it takes me a while. I apologize. It makes me look silly sometimes, but at least I'm not afraid to look silly. Hi, Pierce. If you want to shout out Pierce, put a positive comment. Next time I see it, I will give you a shout out. I shout out positive comments because it encourages people to put more positivity in the chat. I am 48. Upper braces, I think I'm a ways away because these are far from straight. I won't get the upper braces until the bottom teeth are straight. I think I have a ways to go. Well, thank you. Gaurav Gandhi, thank you. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you, Ollie. Say Ruth. Ruth. Aren't you always asleep? No. I do makeup. I do stretching when I'm not recovering from a leg injury. I do nutrition. I do cosplay. We do streams where right now we're doing a Q&A. Clearly, you can see I'm not talking in my sleep and that I'm awake. I'm not always asleep. I only sleep at night. I don't even do the sleep streams anymore right now. I'm probably moving them to another channel. But the reason I don't want to do them is because people think that's all I do. And it kind of makes them avoid the channel because they're thinking, well, I don't want to watch someone who all they do is sleep. So now people are finding me on the daytime as well and seeing that I do other things. And it might give some credibility back to the channel instead of just them thinking all I do is sleep. If you see me sleeping, you're not going to go see if I have shorts because you're going to think I'm just sleeping, right? So hopefully now you'll go check out the short videos and some of the daytime streams and see what it's all about. Thank you, El Jefe. Thank you. Is it enamorado? I just pulled up my tank top. If I was thirsty for attention, I would have left it where it was. I just dress how I'm comfortable. I'm in sweats and a tank top because I'm in bed. I'm not going to sit in a turtleneck and jeans. I'm going to wear what I want to wear, okay? I'm not going to pull it down because you ask me. I'm not going to pull it up because you ask me. I'm going to do what's comfortable for me. Which teeth? The top straight teeth or the teeth with the braces? Which ones? You don't like straight teeth? You don't like braces? Thank you to Joshua. Shout out to Joshua. Super shout out. 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 Thank you, Joshua. Shout out to Seattle. I love you too. Thank you, Mobies. Thank you, Ivan. Shout out to Ivan. Do you mean te amo or tu amo? I think you mean te amo. And también. Te amo también. And if it's Brazilian or Portuguese, I mean te amo. Te amo. Thank you. Super shout out. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Is it Fortis? I love you too. Thank you, Fast and Glorious. Shout out to you. Okay, let's see where we're at with our subscriber count. I need to check. It makes me want to stick on longer when the subscriber count is moving. If it gets like kind of stale, then I feel like I'll come back another day, you know? All right, it's moving. It's moving and grooving. I'm going to stay on just a little bit longer. I'm not looking to get married. And let me see something. I want to see something. Because you might be somebody that left a comment recently. Let me see. Let me see. I don't see it. It's not there anymore because it only puts like the most recent comments or something. I have to change the thing. But somebody had an issue with my recent short video. Not the last one, but the one before, because I did the billionaire boyfriend who's like coughing. And they're like, that's not nice. He's gonna diet. And I'm like, it's a fake person. It's a fake made up person you're worried about. There is no billionaire boyfriend. It's a joke. But there was somebody with the name user dash something 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 that had a hard time with my joke. It's a trend. And they also said if I was a different color, I'd be canceled for doing that joke. Why bring race into it? There's people of all races doing that trend. Shout out to Charlie, but I only shout out people who are doing positive comments, not asking for a shout out. So that was accidental. I don't want people just asking for shout outs because then that's all people do. Shout me out, shout me out, shout out my grandpa. He's your biggest fan. Shout out my dog. Nobody will talk to me and nobody will put anything positive. I don't mind that you asked, but it just leads to everyone just asking and nobody talks to me. So I reward people for putting positive comments because it keeps the chat more positive and engaging. Thank you, Piers. Shout out to Piers. I wouldn't know who your mom is. Your golden mango? Oh, thank you. I'll keep those wishes private, though. Now, I wish for good health. That's number one. That's enough. That's honestly enough. Because I think that things that happen in the world, the balance that are in the world, are there for a reason. So, I don't know. I think that's enough. Thank you, Gary. Shout out to Gary. I would move for somebody that I love, of course. Oh, I don't need anyone's approval. I don't. I mean, because this is a channel and not just me living my life outside of a camera, I try to keep things neutral here. I try not to insult anyone. I want the channel to have approval, but in my real life, I'm not seeking approval, but on here I am in a way. Like, I try to be myself, but in a way that's pleasant for the most part. You know, I've come on camera and I've cried, I've yelled, and I've been disappointed in myself for yelling or being short-tempered, and I try to come on only when I'm able to be positive and uplifting. But yeah, a channel needs approval from others to thrive. Or it needs the opposite if you're going to be a heel to some or rage bait. I don't try to rage bait, but some people are enraged with me just because people are miserable with themselves and don't have much tolerance and don't know how to change the channel. Okay, shout out to No Luck Chuck. Thank you, No Luck Chuck. Hi, matey. Thank you, Doug. Thank you. Shout out to Lovers Unite. I could take myself camping and fishing. I mean, would it be nice to fall in love eventually and have someone to go fishing with? Yes. Do I need a man to take me? I mean, I'm not incapable of going by myself. I don't need a man to take me. Would it be nice? Sure, but not right now. I mean, I'm focusing on my health. I don't want to lead anybody on because I can't commit to a relationship right now. So if I want to go camping, I'll go camping. If I want to go fishing, I'll go fishing. Well, I've already had someone's. I've had boyfriends. I had a soulmate. My soulmate passed away. I mean, I've had 3 kids. I need to do things in the order that are best for me. I'm working on my health. Plain and simple. I don't want, like, relationships are hard enough as it is. And when you have bad health, it takes a toll on a relationship. It just does. You can say, well, what if a guy's understanding? What if a guy's supportive? What if a guy this and that? Like, those are very helpful things, and that'll come in handy after I have improved my health enough to where I am not a constant tax on another person. If I'm in pain almost every day and cannot go out to restaurants or can't travel, and I'm always saying, oh, I'm hurting, or like I'm suffering half of the days, that's hard on someone that loves you. They're going to see you and wish they could take care of you, but they can't take your pain away. And the first couple months, it might be like, oh, I'm sorry, do you want me to get you tea? But then eventually it's like, it taxes the other person, whether you want to admit it or not. I've already done it. I've already been there. Thank you, Crow. Appreciate you. Shout out to Crow. I personally care whether I am an equal partner or if I'm taxing the other person. And right now, I just want to improve my health. Once it's improved, I'll consider being in a relationship. It is nice when people understand. Thank you, Pierce. I have been extremely disabled for 13, 14 years now, and I've gotten through it this far. I'm sure I'll get through it. I don't give up. I used to be paralyzed, and I'm not anymore. So if I can get through that, I can get through anything. I have more challenging days, and I have better days, but I do have a plan. I'm looking to get PRP and or stem cell in my tailbone, and I'm going to the brain surgeon for my brain condition. And that's the short-term plan, outside of like also going to the vascular specialist for my leg. And yeah, I've got a lot of doctor's appointments coming up. I stopped going to the doctor after I got diagnosed with Chiari malformation, which is a brain disorder. Malformation, like part of your brain is out of the skull. Kind of like a spina bifida, where their spine is out of their back, but my brain is out of the skull. It's very different, but similar. Like, there are people born with their spine on the outside of their back, like outside, exposed to the air and everything. Well, my brain is on the outside of the skull, not the entire brain, but just part of the cerebellum, and it's inside the neck cavity. It's not being protected, except by my spine. It's just in there, and it's kind of being crushed by the skull, and the only thing they can do to fix it is remove part of the skull, which is very dangerous, and it's going to have its own side effects. So they ask you to live with your side effects if you can. If you can't, it starts affecting your breathing or your heart rate, then they're going to have to do it. So, and I'm pretty much getting to that point. I don't have a shunt. So I was just diagnosed last year, and I was living with the symptoms because at first they were really bad, then they got better, then it got bad again, and I asked for a brain MRI, and the doctor didn't want to do it. He was like, maybe it's just the nerves running through your brain because your muscles are tight on your neck. And I'm like, maybe, like, I need answers. And so he did the brain MRI, and he told me. And then I stopped going. I didn't pursue getting answers. I just had like shock. I just went into shock, and it was starting to feel like every time I went to the doctors, I was getting bad news. So I just had a moment. I didn't want to go. And it's okay to have moments, but you got to pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and deal with the tough stuff, So if I want to get better, I need to go to my doctor appointments, and I need to get 2, 3 opinions if I need them. I need to find the right doctor, the doctor that'll listen, the doctor that'll get me answers, and the doctor that knows what he's doing. So that's what I'm doing now. I wasn't in the headspace to do that, and now I am. Thank you, Ollie. Please don't spam. Just doing a Q&A right now. Never be yours. Never. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. It is 4 o'clock. We did it. Please go watch some of the shorts and put a kiss emoji and a bee. A kissy emoji and a little bee emoji. And then I will know you came from this exact stream. If I see that kissy emoji and a bee, I will make sure to comment. And I'll make sure the comment's very nice, okay? I'll put a little extra into it. Sometimes it gets very difficult to answer all the questions. I do my best. It's gotten, like when the channel was smaller, I was able to do it. Now it's a little more difficult. But if I see that, I will most definitely stop and pause and put some time and effort into that comment. All right, so kissy emoji and a bee emoji. Thank you, Cody, everybody. Thanks to Cody. Put some hearts, put some confetti in the reactions on the side. Hit those reactions for our mod who helped protect this chat. Thank you to the person who's putting those hearts. I appreciate you. Those are for you, Cody, because I can't put them, but I can ask people to put them. So thank you for those who appreciate our mods. Love you, Cody, and I love all of you guys who were positive. For those who stopped by and took a chance on this channel, thank you. Shout out to Phillies. Anybody who put a gift, anybody who put a shout out, anybody who put a positive message, anybody who asked a question, thank you so much. You made this a better stream and you made it a better day for me. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when I'm going to be starting my stream. It might be 12:01. It might be 12:15. Thank you. Ya boy. Thank you, ya boy. Shout out to you. It might be any time between 12 and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll do my best to get on at 12, but it might be as late as 1. Okay? Love you guys. Oh, and it's going to be a butterfly and flower look. It's going to be beautiful. See you then. Have a good night.